Hello and welcome to FB Awakening Mind Initiative. It's a girl, Felicitas Bader, and I'm thinking, how about if we start setting boundaries for our peace sake? Yes, you heard me right. Oftentimes, we feel so exhausted, not because we've done too much, but because we've allowed too much. We've allowed too much in us. Yes. We need to start building a wall. We need to start filtering what goes in us. Oftentimes, we just accept anything in fear of saying no at the expense of our peace, our time. We just sacrifice. It's good to sacrifice, but it shouldn't be too much such that it affects our peace. Yes. I want you to think of your energy like a phone. If you allow that phone to have all the apps, all those apps to be running at the background, and everybody plugs in their charger, that energy will be done by noon. That's your energy. You'll be at 0% energy. You need to preserve that energy. We don't allow every app to run through. At least we select what we need. And that's how we need to live our lives. So that we preserve our energy. We preserve our peace. This peace is important. We have it is our own responsibility to preserve this peace. Just like Jesus said, I leave you peace, and my peace I give you. Can you notice that? He gave us as a gift, and a gift must be protected. Protect your peace. You're not being unkind if you say no. You're not being selfish if you say no. You're just building a gate, a wall. And by that, we don't mean you're chasing people away from your life. No. You're just building that gate where you earned and the rest of the world begins. To preserve your own energy and your own peace. So by doing so, you are not committing any crime. Stop feeling ashamed by saying no at the expense of your peace. Stop feeling ashamed. Stop apologizing, because we ought to preserve our own energy. We ought to protect our peace. We need that peace of mind. So, let's set boundaries. Let's have a filter. Let's not allow everything to go in, because all the energy will be drained by noon. We will not have the energy to start afresh tomorrow. That's how oftentimes we feel so much drained. We feel like we've done too much, and yet it's because we've allowed too much. We haven't done much. So it's about time we started preserving, we started honoring this peace. It's a gift, like I said. My peace I leave with you, Jesus said. Like a gift. That's a gift. So we ought to protect this gift. So protect your own peace. It's not everything that must come in. You are not a doormat that everybody just comes and wipe their shoes like that. No, you're not. So not everything must pass through. Some things ought to be filtered, and you remain with the energy. You will have the peace and never feel guilty, never feel ashamed. You have spent years and years saying yes when you meant no, saying yes to other people and saying no to your own peace and to your own soul. Enough of that. Enough is enough. It's time to set those boundaries and learn to say no. Preserve your peace and honor that peace. This is FB Awakening Minds Initiative, and we'll continue to awaken our minds on a daily basis so that we make this life and this world a better place to live in. Remember, awakening minds, changing lives.